The concept of dictatorship is very old, but it was the modern history dictators who were brutal and synonym of gross. There have been so many cruel, ruthless dictators, but these leaders have surpassed cruelty in human history. Let's talk about some of the most ruthless dictators in history. Let's begin the video. On number 1 we have Adolf Hitler. He was the dictator of Germany. During his dictatorship, he initiated the World War II in Europe by invading Poland. His ideas included inequality among different races, nations, and individuals as part of an unchangeable natural order that exalted the Aryan race as the creative element of mankind. Number 2 we have Joseph Stalin. He served as both General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union and Chairman of the Council of Ministers of Soviet Union. Initially governing the country as the part of a collective leadership, he consolidated power to become the Soviet Union's de facto dictator by 1930s. A communist ideology committed to the Leninist interpretation of Marxism. Stalin formalized these ideas as Marxism-Leninism, while his own policies are known as Stalinism. Number 3. Pol Pot. He was the leading member of Cambodia's communist movement, the Khmer Rouge, from 1963 until 1997, and served as the General Secretary of Communist Party of Kampuchea from 1963 to 1981. Under his administration, Cambodia was converted into one-party communist state, governed according to Pol Pot's interpretation of Marxism and Leninism. Pol Pot transformed Cambodia into one-party state called Democratic Kampuchea, seeking to create an agrarian socialist society that he believed would evolve into a communist society. Number 4. Heinrich Himmler. German Nazi politician, police administrator, and military commander who became the second most powerful man in the Third Reich. Heinrich Himmler was one of the most powerful figures in the Third Reich, overseeing the creation and management of the vast Nazi police state as well as the infrastructure of the Holocaust. He established the first concentration camp at Dachau and organized extermination camps throughout the occupied Europe. Number 5. Mao Zedong. Launched by Mao Zedong, chairman of the Communist Party of China, its stated goal was to preserve Chinese communism by purging remnants of capitalist and traditional elements from Chinese society, and to reimpose his thought, known as China as Maoism, as the dominant ideology in the CPC. He was a Chinese communist revolutionary who was the founder of People's Republic of China, which he ruled as the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party from its established in 1949 until his death in 1976. Number 6. Idi Amin. He was a Ugandan military officer who served as the President of Uganda from 1971 to 1979. Commonly known as the Butcher of Uganda, he is considered one of the most brutal despots in world history. As Amin's rules progressed into the late 1970s, there was increased unrest against his prosecutions of certain ethnic groups and political dissidents, along with Uganda's very poor international standing due to Amin's support for the terrorist hijackers in operations. Number 7. Augusto Pinochet. Being self-declared President of the Republic by the junta in 1974 and becoming the de facto dictator of Chile, and after from 1981 to 1990 as President, and after new constitution which confirmed him in the office was approved by a referendum in 1980. He rose through the ranks of the Chilean army to become General Chief of Staff in early 1972 before being appointed its Commander-in-Chief on 23 August 1973 by President Salvador Allende. Number 8. Saddam Hussein. Saddam, the son of peasants, was born in a village near city of Tikrit in northern Iraq. Saddam began to assert open control of the government in 1979 and became president upon Bakar's resignation. He then became chairman of the Revolutionary Command Council and prime minister. Among other positions, his goal as a president were to supplant Egypt as leader of the Arab world and to achieve hegemony over the Persian Gulf.
If you really like this video, kindly share, like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that next time any video will be uploaded, you will be notified first. Thank you for watching.